up, YouTube? We are back. We made it back in one piece from Daytona this weekend. We had a hell of a time. Man, we were putting work out there in the streets. We were jamming everywhere. We had a really good time, but from what you can see on the title, thumbnail, whatever it is, it didn't go that good towards the end. Well, basically just on the drive home. But other than that, fantastic time with all the squatters, the lifted truckers, the regular truckers, all that stuff. Pretty good time, I must say. But let's just jump into what happened. So I think it was around 11:30 when I took off from Daytona, from the actual strip, and we got back on I-4 to head back home. Man, we had left Daytona. We were on the road for probably like 45, 50 minutes. Man, we got towards Volcano Bay in Orlando. Those I-4 roads, those things are horrible. Man, potholes all over the place. Well, anyways, we ended up hitting a pothole on the way back. The front hit, it was pretty horrible. But since we got all that weight in the back, man, we hit that thing good in the back, and with the weight, man, it slammed right on top of that tire, and that thing exploded, causing us to go straight to man, we were going out of control, left to right, doing 360s, whatever, man, it got pretty serious. Luckily, we got through it, got control of the truck. Then we merged over to the side, and we go ahead and had to go ahead and check, make sure we were all good, intact inside the vehicle. Then I went ahead outside and looked around, and the front tire had a hole in the tire. Then the back, it just exploded from the impact when it hit, and I'm guessing from that thing just slammed on that back tire, and man, it annihilated that tire. All this is just like grease from, all that stuff. Little scratch here and there, but nothing that can't be fixed. This one, like I said, took the most beating. Ain't nothing but some scratch wheels. Luckily, we survived it. The very next day, I went ahead and put new tires on it, and we're back in there. But let me finish my story. So, we right there standing. It was around like midnight. Right before 1 o'clock, I was like, man, what are we gonna do out here? Man, we're in Orlando. We're like at least 2 hours away from home. Who's gonna come help us? And then, man, the Florida troopers, Orlando police, all of them pulled up so fast, like within minutes from me pulling over. And the cop walked up to me. He was like, man, what's up? What's good? And I'm like, man, I had these tires blow out. Man, we swerved all over the road. I was able to gain control of the vehicle, and here we are on the side of the road. I didn't want to merge on the far left hand side because the little area right there for the side wasn't that big enough, so I got to the right as fast as I could, and I parked here because there's more of a gap. What is that, you call that, a little baby median, a side median or something? So but he had said that they responded back so fast because reports from people that were behind us, they said that there was a black truck doing donuts or burnouts in the middle of the interstate. And I was like, oh yeah, that was me, man. That was my truck going out of control. That thing was going everywhere, but luckily I was able to control it, and man, here we are. I'm here talking to you. Luckily nothing went too bad. Then we went ahead and chopped it up for a bit. I told him I was coming back from Daytona, all that stuff. Cop was really cool. He said that they had a tow truck already coming, or the road ranger, whatever it was, to swap out the tire. But with the amount of damage that was done to the actual tires, man, none of that was happening. So we went ahead and had to get the tow truck and tow this thing back home. It was so late, man. It was just so crazy. And when you're in that moment, you don't even know to pull out your phone, take pictures, or at least I don't. My main concern was everybody's safety in the truck, and just getting back home to these kids, man. Nothing else mattered. Luckily when I got here, I did snap a few pictures here and there, But that really wasn't my main concern. My main concern was getting back home, you know, make sure we were all intact. But yeah, you see it, the tires are back on it. Today is Tuesday, 2 days after coming back, 3 days. You know, one hell of a time. Like I said, Daytona's no joke. I was reading some stuff that they're trying to ban it from Daytona again next year, but man, that's what they say for everything. So we'll see how that goes. So now what I am going to do after my testimony right now, what I'm giving y'all on everything what happened, you know, like I said, man, I was having a hell of a time. We're out there enjoying ourselves. First time out there. You know, don't forget to follow, subscribe. You know, it's about to get real. Man, I took some pictures, no videos. I had just bought a brand new badass camera, but they said I needed this SD card, and man, I wasn't trying to go to no stores, man. We were in the strip beating, jamming. You know, the system never, I mean, it cut out on me one time, but I mean, we were jamming on things for hours. So shout out to Kicker and Gel Audio. You know, they did, you know, the products were good. You know, never once we blew nothing out, no fuses, none of that stuff. Amp still good, sub still good, everything. And I'm talking about we got down out there. Everybody showed love. We'll definitely be out there next year. You know, you best believe that. Probably bigger, better. Have another car fixed up, something. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave us a few clips of some videos, maybe some pictures of what the weekend consists of. And like I said, man, you know, it was crazy. We made it back home in one piece. That's all that matters. Hopefully we have a few shows we can attend here soon. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheels fixed, get that thing back going so we can go back on the streets again and put in some more work and have some more stories to tell. It is definitely not a good time unless you come back with something messed up and a few good stories to tell and this and that. And other than that, you had a boring trip. Same thing if you post a lot of pictures and you do all this other crazy stuff while you're out there, you ain't even enjoying yourself, because when you enjoy yourself, you ain't got time for none of that stuff. And you best believe that. You know, next time I am gonna hire me a cameraman to you know, document, record, whatever you want to call it. But for Daytona, man, we were out there getting it. So once again, man, I'm gonna drop these clips real quick. Don't forget to subscribe, notification bell, whatever you want to do. Man, stay tuned. We're gonna keep you updated on the truck as we go. Try to finish a few things, fix a few things, and get the channel pumping. More subscribers. Let's get 500 subscribers by the end of the summer. You know, 1,000 by my birthday, November, and you know, that's when the fun begins.